a podcast about nothing.
Wait, I'm confused. So people haven't accepted the fact that you are sexually open and fluid.
No, they've never accepted
That's
that.
what I'm saying. The things that it's not even what we feel like is wrong. What people have put off, it's like, I'm not worried about it as much as y'all are.
And that's it.
I understand that.
I don't care. I don't care. So when I got with my husband, I made sure that in the first, I knew I was going to trap him. But with the...
She be trapping?
Trap. Okay. But I knew what it was going to be. So I let him know in the first couple of conversations, this is what it is. This is who I am, and this is what I can accept. Or what I'm willing to accept.
That's a blessing, because people can't have those types of conversations.
And because of that, we have been able to last for 10 plus years. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't care. Sex is sex. What you say? Don't bring nothing, don't leave nothing.
Don't take nothing, don't leave nothing, okay? I don't want nothing back here. I don't want you to leave nothing
That's
over
it.
there. Don't take nothing, don't leave nothing. Clean it up, go to the doctor, get tested, wear protection, do what you need to do.
That's it.
I'm just not a believer in somebody who's damn, don't get me wrong. Time is relative to who you're talking to. But a couple of years is a long time to deal with the same person over and over again. Not saying that they can't satisfy you, but I do think it's just weird when people get into relationships. It's like they expect you not to deal with anybody else ever again in life, ever. And
I just think you have to be open to what you need and what you want. What that other person can provide for you is different than what.
We can differ on sex being a necessity or not, but I don't think it is. It's a form of exercise. It's a way to reproduce, and that's what I think it's used for, but I don't think it's a necessity. Look, she's like, oh my God.
Wait, a necessity in what? Life?
It's a necessity for pleasure for most people, but it's not a necessity for something that we need to do to function.
I don't know about you, but I need to be pleased in my life. Okay.
I need to be happy in my life. No, I don't think it's a necessity. It's for what it's used for. We're supposed to be popping babies out. Period. Point blank. We ain't supposed to just be doing it to do it.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So I'm done having babies. So what
No, you can have sex, but I'm just saying,
I'm not supposed to
ain't nobody
enjoy
saying you
it.
ain't supposed to enjoy. You can, but it's used for sexual intercourse to procreate. So the enjoyment of it is just the fact that you get to enjoy it while you're doing it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. Sex is a great thing. It's exercise, blah, 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 blow your back out, blah, blah, blah. That's so exciting.
Exercise.
But I
haven't lost not a damn pound, so I must be doing it wrong.
That's funny. But what I'm saying is for how it's used is not necessarily for pleasure for the woman. And I believe that because it's
What do you mean?
Don't disagree with me on this.
Okay, I agree.
I'm just saying, you understand, when the way it's portrayed and the way it's given off is not for sexual arousal or sexual pleasure of women. It's usually for men, the way it's come off. I'm not saying I agree with it, but I do agree that sex is used to procreate. You can enjoy it. You should. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't just be feeling like you're getting raped every time you have sex.
Oh,
that's different. You shouldn't feel like somebody forcing themselves on top of you. You can enjoy it, but I do believe that the act of sexual intercourse is for procreation.
Yes, but once I'm done creating, then what?
That's where the other people come involved, because that's where the pleasure comes in.
But I can get pleasure from my husband.
Most definitely. I'm not saying that.
But I can get pleasure from my husband even if we decided not to have kids.
Most definitely. But the purpose of sex is to procreate. I'm not saying you can't enjoy it. You got to listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying you cannot enjoy sexual intercourse. Just like school. I'm not saying you can't enjoy school. I'm not saying you can't go to school and enjoy the people that you there with. I'm not saying you can't enjoy the things. I'm just saying the purpose on which it's there for is for procreation.
Right.
Men and women are supposed to be having sex to make children.
But you also said that women, I don't know what you said.
Yeah, I was about to say lie on me if you want to. Because you was about to make up something crazy.
You said something about women not enjoying it.
I don't think they enjoy it as much as, well, I can say, I don't know if I've said this already, but I don't think women enjoy sex as much as men. No, I don't. I don't believe that. I don't believe it in the sense of women getting off every single time they have sex. I don't believe that. I don't believe it. I don't care what anybody says to me. I don't believe it. I don't believe that. I don't. Y'all can challenge me. Anybody can try to bet me 500 beans. I need the money. Okay? I don't believe it. I don't believe that. I do not believe that. I don't care. Anytime you lay down and a man says he wants to have sex and you do it for his enjoyment, I don't believe that you're enjoying it too. I don't believe it.
I agree with that.
I do not believe that. Any woman can challenge me to any thought she wants to have. I
agree
believe
with
it.
that. I
do not believe it. But when it comes to the actual act of sex, I think you should enjoy it. But I do not believe it's meant for women.
Wait.
It's meant for the procreation of children. I don't believe it's for pleasure. I don't believe you should find a way to enjoy it because people want to do it all the time, but it's for procreation. It's for making life. Questions? Comments? Comments? Concerns?
Okay, so.
Hello? What you want to say?
I just think you're doing it wrong. I'm just saying. I just think you're doing it wrong.
Who, me?
Yes. Doug, how? Look at my paper.
I'm sorry. I don't think.
These are my notes.
It's not so much, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that it's not enjoyable or enjoyable. I'm just saying I don't think it's meant for the pleasure of women. Every time we lay down, we should enjoy it if it's supposed to be like that. But we don't. And I don't know any woman who can agree with me. Or if they do, they're lying.
Any woman who disagrees with you.
Yeah. That's what it is. Disagrees. Every time you lay down, you enjoy sex.
Absolutely.
And why is that?
It's different reasons.
Is there a climax involved?
It doesn't mean that it has to be a climax involved every time.
That's what most people consider it to be.
But then
I don't think so either.
But then they're missing the point.
See, you trying to compare it to me. That's not what I said was happening with me. I'm just saying, speaking to most women, it's like they don't grasp the concept. Yes, you should enjoy it, but it's not that you are every time. And I'm not convinced that women are every time. Like, I'm not. I don't know.
So do you think that's the reason why people have open relationships?
I think people have open relationships because of many reasons. It's not just based off of dissatisfaction throughout sex, because then you'll be forever searching for somebody to satisfy you in an aspect that you should be able to do for yourself first. That's a word. You should know. You can't ask somebody to do something for you that you should be able to do for yourself. Oh, so like
meditate, masturbate.
What?
Stop.
That's not what I said, but almost. Like, no, I do think you should learn your body.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that's masturbation or not. I do think you should know what feels good to you, what doesn't feel good to you, which you should move forward with, which you shouldn't touch, which you should, like, I think you should just learn yourself in that aspect. Like, I think, and you could learn yourself through being with somebody else.
I disagree with that.
You don't necessarily have to learn what you like and how somebody else can do your body, but you can learn what you don't like. People always mistake for being with somebody else for oh, they did it right, it has to be like this. No, you can learn that, oh, this person did it completely wrong. I know I don't like none of this. You know what I'm saying? like
yeah, but isn't it more important to know what you like?
Yeah, but usually if you don't like something, it goes to the opposite of, okay, I don't like this, so I know I'll probably like this.
So maybe Jada knew that she didn't like what Will was doing.
She was having sex with him for years, so she couldn't say that's not what she liked.
But we don't know if she was having sex with just him for years. It's just that August actually came out and said something.
That's true, but who else is she gonna be messing with?
All of them.
Because I ain't gonna lie, if I was a dude, I was in somebody else's shoes messing with Jada Pinkett, I would have snitched too.
Why?
Because why not? Especially if you broke up with me, why not?
Yeah,
you broke up with me, Jada.
No,
you broke up with me.
No, not only did she break up with him, but he's broke and broken.
He ain't broke.
He hasn't come out with music in who knows how long. That suit he had on in that interview.
Leave August alone.
I can't even write on my paper.
Stop judging me, because she said some off the wall stuff.
What did I say? Look, I'm telling you, all I'm saying is that he broken, and everything else.
Learn yourselves before you go find somebody else to try to mix your life up.
In real life.
That's the real.
That is the real.
I do think you should learn yourself before you let somebody else learn you. And the thing about it is, it may come in yearly spurts. Because you don't just learn yourself one time.
No, you change, you grow.
You do change, but you can know what it is you want somebody to just not meet your expectations and feel like somebody.
I will say this. Don't watch porn.
That is the stupidest thing you can do when it comes to actually trying to have sexual intercourse. That's one thing that I wish they would have taught everybody.
Yeah, if you watch porn on a consistent basis, then you're I don't even know what it's called. What? That's not it. But if you watch it on a consistent basis, then your mind expects certain things, or they want certain things, so it fucks your whole like sexual life up.
Yeah, and y'all are doing it wrong.
Well, it is this porn star that I think is doing it right. So
oh, hi.
Hi. Just kidding. Hey parents, don't listen to this episode.